That was a mission and a half. Whew. All because of it's all about the finer details. Now where? Let's go back to Baker Street. I guess I'm going back to Baker Street. Let's see what we have in there. Maybe Watson has some advice for us. Actually, let's open up our deductions. Definitely wasn't a lucky throw now that I look at the clues. Nothing has changed. Watson.
Good gracious.
Nope.
Caught someone. At least now you have a suspect.
Go back to Woodman's Leap, maybe? Oh wait, my archives, of course. Where are they? Oh, here we go. Whoa! So, goddamn. Let's see. Golden Ring, that's that. Newspapers. Nelligan. Dawson and Nelligan Investment Fund bankrupt. Nelligan missing. The Dawson Nelligan Investment Fund, a regional banking institution based in Cornwall, has declared bankruptcy as a result of heavy losses in its loan portfolio and has accordingly been assigned for liquidation. The 23rd largest bank in Britain.
Here it is.
Ah.
Now I begin to understand that young man's story, but I am still unclear as to what connects him with the murder. It is time to ask him.
And we're going back. Should I get more archives or
My
what?
archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
Let's go back to Scotland Yard. Let's talk to little Nelligan about his father and his constitution. Man, I'm trying to find the word for it. Whatever. I'll remember. Contribution. His contribution to this case. Haha. Nailed it. Alright, Mr. Nelligan. We meet again.
I have heard the story of Dawson and Nelligan, the West Country bankers.
Yes. Joshua Nelligan was my father.
I am aware that it had a bad ending. When the bank failed, it ruined half the families of Cornwall, whereupon Joshua Nelligan disappeared.
My father was under extraordinary pressure. Dawson had retired. I was only 10 years of age at the time, but it was still old enough to feel the shame that befell our family. My father was convinced that he could pay off all his debts if the creditors gave him time. He set sail for Hammerfest in Norway in his small yacht, just a few days before an arrest warrant was issued. He left my mother a list of the securities he was taking. No word was ever heard from him again. We believe that his vessel went down, taking with it everyone and everything on board.
Thank you for the story, Mr. Nelligan. At last, we are making some progress. Interesting. Joshua Nelligan and Peter Carey were both at sea in Norway. There is definitely some connection between Peter Carey and Joshua Nelligan's disappearance.
So the abbreviations. Examine the ship's logs. The abbreviations are the securities or their names of something. I don't know what securities are. Let's go back to Woodman's Lead to pick up the object of interest. The books! The books, I tell you. The ship's logs. Captain's log. Stargate. Wrong series. This object of interest. Pia! There we go.
1883. That's the one I need.
That's it.
This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn.
Let's see. No Joshua
Log
Nelligan.
notes for July. Nothing special. Log notes for August. These pages have been torn away.
Huh?
Canadian Pacific Railway, CPR. A torn piece from a bond certificate. I have seen this abbreviation somewhere very recently. There are 3 ways of discovering what happened in August of 1883 aboard the Sea Unicorn. The first 2 of these will require speaking with a dead man. The last would be to locate vital witnesses, the sailors involved in this whale hunt campaign.
Alright, more evidence. I like it. Wiggins might help to find the crew of the Sea Unicorn. He should be somewhere at Baker Street. Alright, let's go back to Baker Street to talk to little Billy. Little Bill Wiggins. Back to Baker Street we go. Find the crew of the Sea Unicorn. So we're looking for a harpooner. That should narrow it down. Someone who... good physical build. Taller than Peter Carey. And is a harpooner, because he was quite skilled at throwing that harpoon.
Something new, Watson. I have the list of sailors who were aboard the Sea Unicorn. We shall soon learn what happened to Nelligan's father. I have only to find them. Let us hope they're still working at the harbour.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard...
I doubt it, Watson. And really, I would prefer that all of this remains quiet for now. But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialist.
And who might they be?
The secret police division of Baker Street.
Wiggins and Co.
Young Wiggins and his gang.
Yes.
Wiggin and
Believe
friends.
me, you'll receive more useful assistance from these little urchins.
The homeless
than
network.
A dozen yard detectives. Those children are everywhere. They see and hear everything, and they are cunning. All they lack is organization. I'll summon them.
How will you do that?
There is always a watch beneath our window. I have only to call him.
A watch. Beneath our window. Wiggins!
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, I need you to track down certain people for me. I'll give you a list. You can read, can't you?
Big Oliver from our gang. He can, because his father is the coachman of a famous lawyer.
Fascinating. Here is the list of sailors.
Sailors? Easy. Just got to look where the rum and the red lights are.
Indeed.
Sorry to trouble you, Mr. Holmes, but the inspector asks that you come to the station as soon as possible.
Thank you. I'll be there shortly.
Very shortly. Everything is coming around quite smoothly. Right after that huge bump, everything's flowing as it should. I wonder if there's any more deductions we can make. Nope.
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to see you.
As always, what happened?
We have a new suspect, Liam Hurtley. I'm thinking that this case will be resolved very quickly now.
Interesting. Pray tell.
Well, the constable that I left at Woodman's Lee noticed a suspicious individual prowling around during the night.
Do you have him here?
Yes. He refuses to speak with us, but we'll make him talk.
Let us hope so.
Ah, yes, and one more thing. The constable told me that at the time of his arrest, the fellow was writing a letter.
Do you have it?
Of course. It's in the evidence room, at your disposal. Admit that for once, Mr. Holmes, Scotland Yard is a step ahead of you, eh?
Breathtaking.
Oh, Scotland Yard. You'll never be ahead of Mr. Sherlock Holmes, ever. In the case of the Norwood Builder, they thought they were ahead. But nope. Sherlock Holmes fucking took that shit from them.
Belongings.
The boots.
Liam Hurtley's old boots. They're a size 9.5.
Bigger than Carrie's.
The stains are fresh. They can be removed with the proper chemicals. A pen. Nothing unusual about it.
Is that it? Any more? Let's see. The letter C is from Hurley. It is covered almost completely in ink. Must have spilt the ink bottle. A piece of stock exchange certificate belonging to the Canadian Pacific Railway. It was found inside the Sea Unicorn ship's log for August 1883, where the pages had been torn out. Okay, where can I find... Oh. Some more people in here.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I would like to ask you a few questions.
I've already told the police that I've nothing to say. And you're not even part of the police.
Precisely, and considering your situation, it might be wise to speak with someone who is, shall we say, rather more neutral. You are a suspect in a murder case.
I know. Inspector Lestrade told me. It's ridiculous.
Could you at least tell me who you are, and exactly what happened that you should be brought here?
My name is Liam Hurtley. That I can tell you. But you're not getting any more than that.
Well, we shall see.
We will deduce our weight. Character profile, let's see. Oh, the cut. Looks like a defense wound. Old scar, so it's not a defense wound. Handkerchief with crested tit. The same as... I don't know what... Oh, the tit... Is that the tit the bird? Plant remains. Is he the gardener? Something on his buttons? No. Boom. How the hell am I supposed to see the sky anyway? If I'm standing over somewhere else. I'm sure there has to be something. Oh wait, of course the hands. The gardener's hands. He's the gardener.
That's all for now.
Anything new? Let's see, more evidence. That's the same. That's the same evidence. Yeah, I'll talk to Lestrade actually, since his door is open.
How is the investigation going, Mr. Holmes? Do you have any idea who the murderer is yet?
Why the hell does he have shapes of noses on the board? Oh, Lestrade, you're so useless. You're more useless than Watson. At least Watson, you know, creates some kind of companion dynamic thing. Maybe examine his things again.
These are the suspect's belongings.
Indeed.
I wonder if these are connected.
CPR 853 per.
No, that's not it.
This one.
Now we have the proof that Nelligan's papers were indeed here. It seems that they have vanished, however.
Hey, we got another deduction thing. Missing papers. Missing tin box. Nailed it. It requires a much greater strength. Definitely with the feat of strength. Has to be. This one. Valuable bond certificates were kept inside the stolen tin box. Ah. Nelligan's motive. John Nelligan could have been caught stealing the bond certificates. This might have been a motive for him to murder Peter Carey. I guess bonds are like an old school way, like an old school currency, maybe? Okay, we're actually getting somewhere. Keel. So it's leaning towards Nelligan right now. Is there anywhere that I must go? Let's talk to Hurtley again. Maybe. Let's just talk to him through here.
I'm not saying another.
Okay, bro. Nothing in here.
I'm not saying another word.
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.